Charli XCX.
Hi.
I love you. I love your accent. I love everything about you.
Thank you.
Are you excited to be here?
I'm so excited.
Look, you're not as excited as we are.
I'm
clearly.
so excited!
Yeah, she's faking it now. Charli, before we get to music and all that, your dad. Your the post that you've posted some messages from your pop.
Yeah.
He's excited. You hit like 25 million streams on YouTube and another stream on whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, he sends me these emails with like these stat updates on how many people have viewed my videos, and honestly, like, they're pretty frequent updates. So,
and he has special effects in there too. Like
he's changed, like, not even each word, each letter is a different color in his previous email, which that takes time, you know.
Right.
So I don't even know why I bother having a manager when I could just have my dad like send me all these updates, because he's looking, he is checking out every form of social media, whatever's going on, he's on it. But it was really cute. He like saw that I posted it on my Instagram, and he called me and he was like, I saw that you posted my email on your Spotify account. I was like, oh, like totally wrong, but yeah, kind of, I posted it. It's not a Spotify account, but I like that he's like throwing in the lingo, you know. It's pretty cute.
Does he have his own fan base starting in a way?
I really worry that he might. So shout out to all the John Aitchison super fans out there. He loves you.
Charli, you've spent, quite a bit of time on the road touring around. You've done headlining tours from your own shows to Coldplay to all this stuff. My question based on that is crazy road stories. You have wild stuff happens on the road. Give me a crazy road story that's going to make me go, whoa.
When I went to Toronto once a while ago, I was playing a show and I came off stage to go on my tour bus, and the police had like cordoned off my tour bus because someone had thrown a gun underneath it. So now our tour bus was like a prime kind of suspect scene for this crime that had gone down, and we were like, oh, we weren't involved in that. We were just like on stage playing a show, and they were like, you can't go on your bus, ma'am. There's a gun underneath it. And we were like, oh, okay, cool. Whoa. So that was pretty crazy.
So how long were you outside of, like, was it like hours of investigations?
We kind of just like went to a bar. So it was fine. We just partied. Yeah, it was cool.
Couldn't they just, I guess they could have, well, there's an investigation that needs to take, I guess they could have just gone under the bus and just got the gun.
I think that's what happened eventually. But it took like, it was like, should we go under the bus? Are we going under? And we were like, cool, we're going to a bar while you figure this out. See you later. And
3 hours later.
It was fine, yeah.
All right, good Lord. Charli, true or false, you experienced something, and I hope I say this correct, synaesthesia.
Correct.
Is that right?
Perfect pronunciation.
You see music in colors.
Yes.
Walk me. How does that?
It's like when I hear a song, or mainly for me, it's when I'm working on my own music, and I'm working on the song. I just hear it in colors. It's hard to explain. But certain sounds like generate certain colors in my brain, and it really helps me with lyrics and knowing which direction I want to take music videos in, that kind of thing.
So it's more than just like a red means intense. It's just you.
Yeah, it's more like the sound of the music makes a color. Sounds very pretentious.
Can you almost like is it? Could you write it like similar to sheet music? Could you write down colors and almost recite it back, or is it not that detailed?
I think certain people can do that who have synesthesia. Mine isn't like that detailed. Mine's more just like I hear a sound and I like start seeing a certain color that the sound reminds me of.
Can you? How can I get that?
I don't know, man.
Can you teach that, or is it like a?
I don't know that you can. I don't know.
That's a real bummer. It seems kind of. Well, I wish I had your.
You could pretend. You fake it.
I'm gonna. Okay, next time you come in, I'm faking me some synesthesia.
Fake it till you make it.
That's right. All right, Charli XCX hanging out. Have you ever been mistaken for the wrong celebrity or mistaken for yourself? Have you had that happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is a crazy thing to think, but it happens.
I've had that. Like, oh, does anyone ever told you look like Charli XCX? And I always do this thing where I am like, I get really weird and I can't just be like, yeah, like, hey, I'm like, and I just freak out and then I'm like, yeah, it's me. And then I kind of run away. But when I was younger, I used to have like a lot longer hair and it was like really curly and big. And I used to get mistaken for Lorde a lot, which is pretty cool. But I had one really, really good one where it was around the time that Boom Clap was out. So I was getting recognised quite a lot. And I was in a car on the way to a studio, and the driver was like, "This is a music studio, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." He was like, "Okay, I've got to ask you something. I've been dying to ask you." And I was thinking like, "Yes, it's me," you know. And he was like,
"Here we go."
And he was like, "You're Lord, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." I just went with it. And he was like, "Cool, I love your song Royals. I love your song Royals. Can you sign something for me?" And I just signed it. I was like,
Lord?
"Oh, hell yeah, whatever. I'll be
awesome.
Lord for the day. It's pretty cool." So yeah.
I wonder if this, I don't know if you've said this in an interview around where this person lives at, but I wonder if he's ever been thinking like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second.
I've been conned, maybe.
Although he's got a cool autograph, wrong name, still a celeb. Anyway,
Yeah.
Charli, everybody's been, when people found out you were coming in to see me, album. When is an album? I guess that's a pressing question. That's kind of like there is an album coming up.
Yes.
You're not going to reveal the title of it or this.
I don't have a title.
Oh, so we can just, maybe that's why.
That's an exclusive.
All right,
no title.
So, okay, what can you tell me about the progress and all this stuff? And
it's so funny because, like, I literally have no updates. Like, sorry to be so boring, but I'm just, I don't have anything for you, really.
Well, thanks a lot, Charli.
Yeah, just trying to make this interview real interesting. Like, grab some sound bites, throw it up on your Instagram, make it real juicy. I've got nothing to give you.
So my quote's going to be, Charli said, nah, nothing happening.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just all right. It's I'm really excited about it. I'm working with a lot of people who I've worked with for a long time. I'm always very much into collaboration. That's been such a huge part of who I am as an artist. So I've been talking to some really exciting artists about potential collaborations for this album. And I can't tell you who any of them are.
If you told me that, you'd kill me, and that would be that'd be bad. So.
I know, yeah, but it's going to be like great,
Well, I'm excited.
Really
whenever it is, even though you're being super
vague.
There's nothing going vague.
Yeah,
I'm excited whenever it is.
Thank you. It'll be about partying, probably. Knowing me,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
All right, true or false, Charli? And for most people, I would think this would be false, but for you, I think it's true. You have a zombie phobia. Which who wouldn't? And you have a plan if there's a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's sort of been a bit spun out of context.
Well, crap.
But I do have a plan. I've got the plan part is right. The phobia part is not. But
Okay.
I did used to date somebody who was like really, I wouldn't quite say like a doomsdayer, but like almost. He was like super like clued up about zombies.
Like he was really like it was serious. Like prep for attacks.
Yeah. He like knew he knew like facts about zombies. Are there facts? Are they real? I don't know. It was like
I don't know.
It was like me neither, man. Me neither. It was just like he was very precautious about when there might eventually be a zombie attack. So I just sort of like picked up a lot of knowledge. We're not together anymore.
Because of the zombie.
One of the many reasons.
Okay, now I have not to ask questions about your ex, but this, like he was really like, it was like he was certain. And as far as we know, he's still certain.
He was just like, I know. Like, he was like, don't worry, I got this. And I was like, cool. That's maybe that is a quality people need in a partner. We'll never know until it's a zombie apocalypse, and I'll be like, why did I break up with that guy?
Yeah, here we are laughing, and he's going to be the one guy left standing.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Right.
Charli, 1999.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Talk about Troye Sivan. Just give me everything.
Troye,
I love him too, man.
I'm like unhealthily obsessed with Troye. Like, I worried like that I would freak him out sometimes, because when we'd been like doing stuff for the song, when we're like doing stuff for the song together, or like when we're like performing on Fallon, I'm just like staring at him. And like whole, I
when
saw
you
the
like performance. He was he was beautiful, right?
He was wearing like a backless shirt. I was like, your back looks beautiful, Troye. Like, so weird. Like, how creepy and weird. And he looks like an Instagram filter in real life. He's
I never thought about that.
Beautiful. See, I'm so weird. It's so creepy and weird. I just think he's amazing. And aside from like him as an artist, I think he is so brilliant, and I really love his album. And it was just kind of a dream to be able to collaborate with him, because I think he's a really important voice in pop music. especially because he's so vocal about the LGBTQ community. And also I just think his music is like slaying.
Amen.
So,
and 1999, give me some, how did this whole thing,
Yeah, well, we met at a house party at my house, and we realized that we had like a lot of mutual friends in common, and we were working with a lot of the same people. This was like a few years ago. I kind of throw these parties and I just like leave the door open and then like send a big group text to...
What could possibly go wrong?
I know,
Charlie?
right? Yeah, right. Well, Troye came to one. Yeah, all the zombies come through. But Troye came and we got on and we spoke about collaborating one day. And then when I was over here in LA, I was writing kind of in March of last year. I had this idea for 1999 and I just sent it to him and I was like, what do you think? And he was down and wanted to be a part of it. And I had this idea for the video. It's like, if you do the song, you just have to dress up as all of these people in the video, because that's like a big part of it's the whole video is we dress up as
the Matrix and whatnot.
Yeah, all these like iconic moments from the 90s. And he was down, and he was especially down for the Justin Timberlake noodle hair. So I was like, cool, you're in.
Charlie, I got a two-part question to ask you.
Cool.
Kind of a good and kind of a bad. Not terrible, don't worry. What's the biggest crowd you've ever performed for? Just the biggest sea of people. And the flip of that, have you ever been booed?
Oh my gosh, definitely been booed. 100%. I probably when I was a lot younger, I hope not recently. But when I was a lot younger, like starting out and was just doing like random shows and opening for like very, very random people, this is a time where there may be like 10 people in the audience anyways for like the headline act,
right.
Like those kind of shows. I definitely got booed. But I was crazy when I was a kid. I was like performing dressed as like a dinosaur. Like I was doing like really weird
Is this
stuff.
like the early days when mom and dad were bringing you to the
yeah,
raves and whatnot?
yeah. Those days. So there was a lot of embarrassing, like, God, I wish that wasn't on the internet kind of time for me. So in those days, I think, I probably got booed, which was, super great.
And now the flip of that, the biggest crowd.
The biggest crowd, I recently opened for Taylor on the Reputation tour, and some of those crowds, were huge. I can't remember the hard stats. I'm sure if you check in with my dad, he probably could, though.
Oh, I'm sure Dad would know.
John knows. But, she was playing in huge stadiums, like across America, Australia, like England. Those numbers must have been massive.
When you stood on stage, it's just it's a sea of humanity, basically.
Totally. Right? And you know what's weird, especially with those shows, is like, yes, it's a sea of humanity, but it's also like a sea of humanity who are all dressed as Taylor Swift. So that's pretty crazy, because you're like, whoa, there's so many people, and then you're like, whoa, like everyone's dressed as Taylor Swift. I'm playing to like a crowd of like 50,000 people who've dressed up as Taylor Swift, which is kind of crazy.
God, what a weird rush.
And they all like dress up really good. They're they're all dressed as like her in her music videos and like all the different costumes and stuff. So it's kind of fun. I'm like definitely like having a good time checking them out whilst I'm performing.
Man, your life is just crazy. You've gone from these raves to Jesus, the world. Yeah. By the way, I would be afraid to boo you, because I saw a clip of you once where you were like this. I guess the audience was like, no, this is good. The audience was like not energetic enough, and you laid in. You're like, dude.
That is like,
don't mess with Charlie.
That was like, I think that was like one time when I became a meme. Just to drop that in, I like became a meme.
Congrats! I think that's good. Right?
Yeah, and it was maybe a career highlight. Honestly, I'm like in Germany. I look insane. I feel like I've been like sweating for days in this video. I've got like makeup down my face, and the crowd are just like not into it. And I'm playing I Love It, and I'm like, do you know this effing song? Like so crazy. Yeah. And
that's exactly why people love you right there, because you better get into it, or I will punch you in the face.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, Charli XCX hanging. Charlie, your fans love you. Most of them are wonderful people, but I am mildly obsessed with psycho fan encounter stories.
Okay.
Give me something. Have you been chased, or?
I actually got, when I was in Japan, we got chased through the streets of Tokyo at like, it was like 2 a.m. and it was pouring with rain. It was like raining so much. And we'd been in this restaurant and we were like, oh, no one will be outside because it's 2 a.m. We came out and there was just like a horde of people standing in the rain.
Whoa.
And it was like one of those things where we were like, hey, like, you know, hey, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Like, we kind of start walking and then they're walking and we walk a bit faster. They walk a bit faster and then we're just like, okay, we're running. And then they're running, we're running through the rain. Like, we get split up. It's mayhem. So that was kind of a crazy one. And then another one was when my fans get me like cool gifts. But they also bought me like an inflatable Justin Bieber doll one time on tour.
Which everybody needs that.
A naked one with tattoos.
Oh,
and stuff.
Gotcha.
So that was funny.
So a naked Justin Bieber tattooed doll they brought.
Blow up doll.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
It just stayed on my tour bus for the whole tour. I don't know where he is now. R.I.P.
Charli, I have a podcast called Paranormal-ish. It's all about the paranormal.
Oh, I remember this.
I'm obsessed with
you
the
love ghosts.
I love. You told me a story once. This is not the question I'm going to ask. You told me a story once where you had a writing session in a castle.
Yeah.
I think it was a castle. And you captured a
recording.
Recorded a ghost, basically, or something, which was super fascinating. That's another story. I am told that, fast forwarding now, you live in or lived or currently live in a house that is haunted. Some people think it's haunted. You're not sold on it, but some people. What is that story?
Well, I have a lot of people stay at my place, and it's pretty old. It's like built in like 1923, which is old for LA.
Right.
And yeah, people just say like on the stairs down to the basement, they sense a presence. And a couple of my friends have been like, you know, we were staying here one night and we had a knock on the door and we went downstairs and no one was there. And then we went upstairs and there was like a man under a bed and then he wasn't there. And I'm like, you guys are crazy. I get so freaked out that I can't believe it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, have you done any research, or maybe you don't want to do it?
I don't want to do the research. Also, my friends like to exaggerate, and I live in an area with a lot of wilderness, and I just feel like it's like raccoons, you know?
Maybe.
I feel like it's like raccoons, like running around, doing some crazy stuff.
But they said they saw a man under the bed.
Forget about the man for a sec. Don't worry about the man. The man, I don't know about this man, all right? But, yeah, it's, I don't like to dwell on it.
Okay. If you ever need, I have a whole ghost
team.
Do
you have like a thing?
That we'll do. You let me know. We'll do the research, and I can give you or not give you whatever news you want. But it'd be kind of weird to find out, like, oh God, that happened. But your house is built in the 20s. It's a lot of history. You never know what. I
know. Well, my thing is, right. Let's just think of it like this. Unless there's like a new house, someone died in it, right?
You would think, yeah.
That's just so. Let's just leave it at that. Someone died there.
Okay,
cool.
back. I said I wouldn't do this, but back to the original, the earlier story. But you captured a ghost on some recording device in a recording studio years ago. Whatever happened to that sound clip, and did you sample it in a song?
I didn't sample it, but it's on an old phone somewhere. I've got the phone. It's got the recording on. It's proof.
One of these days, I'm not sure if you played it for me years ago, but I want to hear it again. I want to say you did.
I think I did play it for you.
Well, yeah. I need to look that up or something.
Yeah.
Charli, all right, let's just think your house is not haunted. It's raccoons. You're right. Totally raccoons. Charli, have you ever made a noticeable on-stage mistake? Not everybody makes mistakes, but I'm talking one where the audience went, oh,
yes,
that wasn't planned.
Yeah, it was, again, back to the Taylor tour where I opened. It was the first show. Very excited. I think the first show was in Phoenix. You know, I was like, what could go wrong? A lot. But like, what's the worst thing that could go wrong? Oh, like, it could flash. That would be pretty bad.
Right.
Go on stage. I'm super excited. When I perform, I'm like jumping up and down a lot, you know. I wear this like latex bra and it just like broke.
Oh no.
In like song 1. Like maybe like first 30 seconds of song 1. Thank God I decided to wear this jacket, which I wasn't gonna wear. Like, I can't stress to you. I was like, right before I went on stage, I was like, I don't think I should wear this jacket. And my friend was like, it looks good, you should wear it. I was like, I don't know. And he was like, wear it. I wore it. Thank God, because I had to literally like button it up. Like, it's like a full like PVC jacket. And I'm just like walking around on stage with like no bra on in this like baggy PVC jacket, like dancing around in front of like 40,000 kids with my boobs out.
Can you imagine you would have been on everybody's Instagram,
I know.
YouTube.
You know what though? I think I was very lucky because I think the camera man, thank God, like cut away from me from the big screen at that point. So I think luckily only like the audience who were really could actually like see me in real life saw the wardrobe malfunction, and luckily like the camera was like on my shoes. So luckily it didn't get projected to the entire stadium.
Wow. Well, I guess from here on out, do you wear like, how do you prevent that from...
I wear 5 bras now.
There you go. Perfect. All right. Charli, you've been on the road a ton. You tour around. You know, your fan base is crazy. I assume you have, and another thing I'm mildly obsessed with, hotel aliases. Do you have don't tell me what it is, obviously, but do you have a hotel alias?
Yes, I do.
And for people who don't understand how it works, obviously your friends just text you when they try to, but if somebody gets to the hotel, they give this, it's a secret agent thing. That's what gets me. The secret password, and you get straight to the room. Is there, like, can you give me an example of an old one that you've changed?
Yeah, well, I had a good old one, which was Chuck E. Cheese, which was great.
Okay.
But then, like, when they would, like, call me up, they'd be like, Miss Cheese, Miss Cheese, can I bring your suitcases up, Miss Cheese? Or like, Miss Cheese, there's somebody in the reception for you. And it's like, I don't know, that's just funny. Like, someone's calling me Miss Cheese. And like, when I get things delivered, or like, literally someone would come to the door with the room service, they'd be like, is that all, Miss Cheese? And I'd be like, yeah, that's it, thanks, bye.
God, so that's why you changed it? You got sick of being called Miss Cheese?
Miss Cheese, yeah, I changed it up, yeah.
Oh my God. So you changed that. Now, is there have your fans ever figured out, did anyone ever figure out who Miss Cheese was? Was that ever, No, Miss Cheese she's dead and gone, but yeah, no one figured it out. Yeah. All right. Why do I love that? I love that so much.
I know, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Miss Cheese.
Yeah, Miss Cheese. If next time you come in, Miss Cheese, hello.
Yeah.
All right, Charli XCX is hanging out. Charli, did you have a good time?
I had so much fun. I really did.
Thank you. Good. We can recap, I guess. Obviously, 1999, you and Troye get on this track.
Do it.
I try my best to get album details out, but they're,
I've just been so... You know what? I haven't even been doing it. Like, that's why. It's not that I'm like hiding anything. I just have been a bit lazy.
That's okay. When it's ready... It's ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Your house is not haunted.
Not haunted.
Or so she says. Your dad is, or your biggest fan.
Your dad is crazy. Yes.
Your dad needs. Does
help.
he have
no,
help?
Sorry, no, he doesn't.
Does he have an Instagram? Your dad needs help.
He's great. He doesn't have an Instagram yet. Don't encourage it.
I think he needs to branch out.
He doesn't even have a phone. He doesn't even have a phone.
That might be a problem.
Right?
Oh my God. Well, Charli, it's a real pleasure. Please come back more often. At the end of every interview, fist bump to make it official. Bam!
Bang. Cool.
Thank you, Charli.